Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures, D-Day, 1030 hours, Turn 21, Part 3. For the details, gotta go back and watch the introduction video for this turn. We're looking at Carentan, held by the 6th Fallschirmjäger platoon. They're also in control of the 2 bridges leading into Carentan, and the river lock is open and is flooding the green fields. Infantry advance, no run, and no vehicles. Over on Omaha Beach, the 506th PIR, remnants of the 1 platoon that dropped in this area, continues to fight it out with the 6th Fallschirmjäger that has pushed forward from Carentan to reinforce the 7 remaining soldiers from the platoon of the 1058th Grenadiers. And there's also 2 armored vehicles still in the fight from the 100th Panzer. Now over to Omaha Beach. The 916th Grenadiers, 1st and 2nd platoon defending, are pretty much broken. Still inflicting a few casualties on the U.S. forces attacking, but they are almost broken. The 2nd Rangers, Company C, 1st and 2nd platoon. 1st platoon on the far right flank. 2nd platoon over to about the draw, where they're intermingled with the 116th Infantry, Company A, 1st platoon. And they are pushing forward, even across the highway, all the way to the left flank. 743rd Tank Battalion, Company A, 1st and 2nd platoon. Put some heavy fire on the German defenders in the previous Part 2. A few more ambushes to get to before we can get to the first dice of this turn. We will begin tonight with a German ambush. The ambushes that are still in place. Here's the 916th Grenadiers, 1st platoon, 1st section, 3 soldiers. And they're going to stay on ambush for now and wait to see if these U.S. soldiers these Rangers will come around that cement wall. We also have here in the bunker 916th Grenadiers, 1st platoon sniper. Also on ambush in this bunker that's taken 26 damage and only has 10 more damage before it will be destroyed and collapse on the soldiers inside. And on ambush is the 916th Grenadiers, 2nd platoon commander, 1st lieutenant, thinking about retreating out of this bunker and maybe off the battlefield. And then in D3 turns, any Germans that retreat off the battlefield will end up on one of these 2 roads headed toward Carentan. Probably do a random dice roll. Odds one road evens the other. My daughter asked to take command of the Germans here on Omaha Beach and in Carentan and the hedgerows. She said I should have the Germans retreat from the beach while they still can, and then envelop, and yes, she used the word envelop, the U.S. forces with the help of the surviving 1058 Grenadiers and the nearly full-strength 6th Fallschirmjäger platoon. Makes sense. I also really think inflicting as many casualties as possible on the soldiers, slowing them down, giving the German armor reinforcements time to reach Carentan from the Panzer Division, the whole company. Here's that company that's headed toward Carentan. The other ambush option is the 6 Fallschirmjäger, first section, 2-man team here. But I think we're going to wait out and see what these U.S. soldiers do as they're working their way around this store building. 9/16, 1st Platoon Sniper. Receive a fire order. He's going to fire at the 1/16th Sniper that's still on ambush, center screen. Needing a 3. Misses. The Sniper is an NCO. He'll be able to give out 1 order dice. He's going to order the 9/16th Grenadiers 1st Platoon 2nd Section Leader to fire. He has an assault rifle. He's going to open fire on the 2nd Rangers Heavy Machine Gun Team. Center screen. He'll need 6s, be 3s, long range 4s, and beyond range 6s. And the heavy machine gun, they will not go down. Need a re-roll. 2nd Section Leader will give out an order dice. He is a sergeant. To the 9/16 Grenadiers 1st Platoon MMG Team. 6 shots. We're going to go for the Ranger Heavy Machine Gun. Needing 6s. 1 hit. These soldiers are regulars. 5s and 6s to kill, 4s to wound. Next ambush roll off. U.S. green die, Germans brown. Germans. 9/16, 2nd Platoon Commander. Little spring his ambush. They'll receive an advance order. Next turn, most likely, this bunker is going to collapse and possibly kill all the soldiers in here. So I think we are going to start evacuating. The only decision is now, do we stay and fight or run off the battlefield? This is full of dead Germans, this whole trench. Didn't go well for the Germans so far in this defense. So he's going to receive from ambush. He's going to advance out of the bunker. We are going to head toward the edge of the battlefield. I'm going to follow my daughter's. She took over command, so I think we'll fall back. Lieutenant on the way out of the bunker. You'll be able to give out 3 order dice. There's only 2 units there. You could radio actually to a 3rd unit. But here on this battlefield, there's only 1 other radio operator still in the fight, and that was from the 9/16 Grenadiers 1st Platoon Commander. His radio operator survived his position here. He's still hidden right now. That's why I'm running away with this radio operator and this lieutenant, because I can still call in the artillery strikes here with this soldier. So they're going to order the 9/16 2nd Platoon 1st Section LMG Team, center screen. They're going to fire 1 more time on their way out, I think, and then run out of the building bunker next turn. 5 shots. They're going to target. They have a clear shot at this group of soldiers, not the platoon sergeant from the Rangers 1st Platoon by himself, but the soldiers right behind him. There's a group of 3 with a pin marker, and that is 2nd Rangers 1st Platoon 1st Squad. They're going to need 6s unless they go down. They're not going to go down, so 5 shots. Needing 6s. Nice place to roll here. Ooh, getting 2 hits. They now have 3 pin markers. They're regulars, dying on 5s and 6s. And just for the record, it's the Rangers 1st Platoon, 1st Squad Assistant Leader, the 1st Squad Leader, and a 1st Squad Soldier with a BAR. So a nice juicy target. Oh, looks like there's another 1st Squad Soldier there with a rifle in front of the medic. He was just revived last turn. So the regulars dying on 5s and 6s, wounded on 4s. One killed. We'll kill the rifleman. Lieutenant's second order dice will go to the 916th, 2nd Platoon, 1st Section Assistant Leader, and the 2 soldiers attached to him, all with assault rifles. They will receive an advance order. 3 assault rifles, total of 6 shots. With the trees being destroyed, they will be able to fire this direction. They will not be able to fire through the parts of the forest that has not been destroyed. So they will... Probably the best target for these soldiers will be these 2 116th infantry soldiers from 2nd Squad. And they're going to need 6s. 3s, long range 4s, beyond range 6s. They will not go down. Just 1 hit. The soldiers now have 3 pin markers. Regulars dying on 5s and 6s, wounded on 4s. Got a wounded soldier. Bleeding out in how many turns? 5 turns. 2nd Squad soldier bleeding out in 5 turns. 916th 2nd Platoon Commander, the 1st Lieutenant's 3rd Order dice. He'll have his radio operator radio over to the 1st Platoon radio operator, and he's going to call in an artillery strike. He's going to call it in. I'm thinking he'll do the most damage if we call it in on the M4 Sherman with the dozer blade attached to the front. He's immobilized, so he can't escape, and there's a lot of infantry around. So even on any misses, the 2d6 with the scatter dice may end up destroying a lot of soldiers who are currently using explosives to move the beach obstacles to make a path for the armor to get through. So we'll see if we'll slow them down. He's going to call that artillery strike in right in the center of that M4 Sherman, the bulldozer blade. I made note here, after the 506th artillery strike coming in possibly next turn, we'll address the 916th artillery strike. The Germans still remaining on ambush. Will not roll off on an ambush roll off because it's the soldiers I already mentioned. Plus, in the back of this bunker, there's a flamethrower team. And the only other Germans on ambush are over in the hedgerows, Carentan area, and they're going to stay on ambush. So it's U.S. ambush. The only U.S. soldiers on ambush is here in the hedgerows. 506 2nd Squad Leader Sergeant Braden just in front of the corn. I think he's going to stay on ambush for now, though. Might leave him on ambush all the way till next turn so he can order the platoon commander, Captain Carey, in the corn. But we'll see. No hurry over there, I think, for now. Yeah. So it'll be U.S. ambush heading back to Omaha Beach. 116th Sniper will spring his ambush with a fire order. It's going to target the sniper that shot at him. He'll need a 4 instead of a 3 because the sniper's in the bunker. Looking for a 4 up to hit. Miss. At last, the first dice of this turn, German. One of the only survivors from the 1058 Grenadiers, 1st Section Leader, will receive a fire order. He has a SMG, and he's going to open fire on the 506th Platoon Leader, 1st Lieutenant Corey, and his wounded radio operator. So he'll be needing a 2. So the lieutenant will, well, if they go down, he goes down. They'll have no chance of escaping because the Puma is going to kill somebody this turn. And we're in full retreat over here because of the Puma. So I think he's gonna not go down. Yeah, because his only chance of surviving, of getting out of here, getting to this hedgerow. So no, not going down. Oh, not gonna be good. Needing threes, close range twos. Oh, jeez. All right, twos. Only one hit. Nice. Brings the lieutenant up to 4 pin markers. He's a regular, dying on 5s and 6s, wounded on 4s. Oh. No. Does he get to choose who? No. So we were going to go ahead and kill the radio operator who's wounded. Alright, LT's going to have to take a morale check. And he has 4 pin markers. But he does have the first squad assistant leader next to him. We'll give him a +1, so it'll be a -3, plus his own 2, actually, as a lieutenant. So he's just going to be a 9 and under on this morale check. Actually, he should, failing would be good. He can run away, but let's see what happens. Passes, he's going to hold his ground. US dice, it's going to go to the platoon leader. He'll be receiving an advance order, falling back into the hedgerow. 4 pin markers. It'll be 9 and under to pass this orders test. He's good, down to 3 pin markers. He also can give out 2 order dice. He's still within 4 inches of the 1058 Grenadier soldier that killed his radio operator and his messenger last turn. But he's going to need 7s to hit. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw some shots, though, just in case. Get lucky. So need 7s. One possible. As he was retreating to the hedgerow, he's going to give first order dice over here to the 2nd MMG team with 2 soldiers remaining. They'll receive a run order. They're going to run like hell. Try to just do their best to run away. The LT's 2nd order dice will go to the 1st squad assistant leader, who will receive an advance order. He'll get 2 shots. 3s close range, 2s single man, 3s soft cover, 4s. 1 hit. He's a veteran. All the German NCOs and officers are veterans. So dying on a 6, wounded on a 5. Got a wound. How many turns till he bleeds out? Oh, 6 turns. .506 left flank in full retreat. They took such heavy losses. Never couldn't get all the way forward. They did it. They killed a lot of Germans. Nearly wiped out the 1058 Grenadiers, but just couldn't. Once their bazooka man, actually, who's dead, the first bazooka gunner is dead right in front of the 1st squad assistant leader. Couldn't push past that Puma without a bazooka. 506 1st squad LMG team receives advance, so they're going to fall back into the hedgerow. At least they'll have cover when the Puma advances to destroy us all. And as for opening fire, don't see any targets worth shooting at and giving away our hidden position. Damn German armor. Got us on the run. 506, 2nd squad soldier with the BAR. His sniper cover, Sergeant Caleb, was killed last turn. And the 2nd squad LMG team that was providing cover is forced to go down by the heavy fire coming from the 1058 Grenadier survivors here in their headquarters building. So he's going to receive a run order and take cover behind the knocked out half track. There we go. Hard cover at least. So the 506 are going to have to fall back here in the center and also on their left flank. However, their right flank maybe might be able to knock out this right side, this bridge on the right here. Slow down the German armor reinforcements. I'll wrap it up for the night. About 3 nights, I'll be back down to continue the fight. Epic battle. Thanks for watching.